Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about game 2 of 3 between the Cleveland Guardians and New York Yankees. The Yankees lose. Cleveland Guardians, they get a 4-0 win. Clase did give up 2 hits in that 9th inning, but he did strike out 3 to close it out. Great start from Luis Ortiz. I think that one of the first recaps I've done to start this year, I kind of criticized him. Well, he's not bad, man. He's pitched well for this team. Arguably, probably been their best arm. Not gonna lie. He's lowered his ERA. His ERA was bad to start the year. It was like a 6, and he's lowered it to 4.02. He's been really, really good for this pitching staff, because obviously Shane Bieber's still out right now. I think he's having a rehab start soon. But the rest of the rotation's kind of been up and down. Gavin Williams, he's had good starts, he's had bad starts. Luis Ortiz, like he walks batters, which is frustrating. But he gets a lot of strikeouts. He has good swing and miss, and a good shutout game from him. 5.2 innings. Tim Hare and Hunter Gaddis out of the bullpen were good, and Manuel Clase made things a little interesting, but finished it out for the Yankees. Bad first inning by Clark Schmidt. He gave up 3 runs in that first inning, a 2-run homer and a single, I believe. But other than that, I thought he was fine. He locked in, but the offense for the Yankees really wasn't locked in. They grounded into a few double plays. I think Volpe had 2 of them. I think he had 2 or 3 double plays. I think if it was 2, I think Volpe grounded into both of them. Clark Schmidt goes 5.2 innings as well. 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. I'm not going to blame Clark Schmidt. He allowed 3 runs, which is not a bad start. He had a rough first inning, but then he settled in. It was a rough first inning, but he settled in for the rest of his outing. If your offense is going to get shut out, it doesn't matter if it was 1 run allowed, 2 runs. The loss is on the offense for not really doing anything. So, like, he wasn't great in the first inning, but, like, the offense was really, really bad for the Yankees. Because they had, I think, 5 total hits. And the only really chance they had to threaten was that inning where Aaron Judge looked at a slider right down the middle for some reason, after he literally swung and missed on 2 fastballs. I guess he was expecting something else, I don't know, and then I believe he struck out against Clase there in the 9th inning. Look, Aaron Judge is great, man, but he's kind of went on a little slump. I guess mini slump, but that's why people criticize Aaron Judge. He doesn't have that clutch gene. I don't know how many times I've seen him on base, and he just strikes out or grounds out with men on base. I don't know, man. Like, is he just a fraud when there's men on base? I don't know. But that was the only other those were like the 2 times they threatened, but that was really it. A lot of swing and miss tonight from the Yankees, and a lot of weak outs too. They got a few men on base in the 9th, but it ultimately didn't matter. But yeah, let's talk about Ortiz. Go over his line. 5.2 innings. 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts from Luis Ortiz. Excellent start tonight against the Yankees. The bullpen then goes the rest of the way. They take him out with 2 outs in the 6th inning. They bring in Tim Hare to get the final out. It was a really close play with Cody Bellinger at first base. One angle looked like it's safe. One out looked like replay looked like it was out. The call in the field was out, so there was nothing to overturn it. So there's the final out. Then Tim Hare goes 1.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Hunter Gaddis 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. So perfect outings there from Hare and Gaddis. Then you go to Emmanuel Clase. Anytime you see Emmanuel Clase in the game, you probably still get a little bit nervous. Even though he wasn't as bad as he was to start the year, you're still nervous when he gets out there. 1 inning, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Got a little bit hairy in the 9th inning, but he got it done. And he struck out Aaron Judge on 102 miles per hour. So maybe he's back. They also had 12 hits for 4 runs. They scored 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 8th. They had 12 total hits, so they showed out offensively. They could have scored more than 4 runs. Also 1 error, 12 hits, 4 runs. They also could have scored more than 4. But Stephen Kwan, 2 for 4 and a walk. Stephen Kwan, such a good leadoff hitter for his team. He's hitting .308. One of the more underrated players in the sport. Angel Martinez, 1 for 5, 2 RBIs for Martinez. Ramirez, 1 for 5. Santana, 1 for 4. Manzardo, 1 for 4 and RBI. Hit a solo homer. So, there's a solo homer for Manzardo. Schneemann, 3 for 4 and an RBI. Arias, 0 for 4. Bo Naylor, 1 for 3. Jahanski Noel, 1 for 1. He's been struggling this year, so much need to hit there. Nolan Jones, 1 for 3, and Dave Fry was 0 for 1 pinch hitting. So for the Yankees side, they got shut out. They only had 5 hits, didn't score. They dropped to 37-23, so it's 3-game set, evened up at 1 apiece. Let's say Clark Schmidt had a rough first inning. After that, there was a little bit of traffic, but not really much. Brent Hedrick, 1.1 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Fernando Cruz, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Tim Hill, 1 inning, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So that's all for the Yankee pitching. You can't really blame the Yankee pitching tonight. It's just really the offense didn't do anything. Grisham, 0 for 2, 2 walks. Ben Rice was 2 for 4. He had one out that really should have been hit. Judge, 2 for 4. Bellinger, 1 for 4. Goldschmidt, 0 for 3 and 1. Chisholm, 0 for 4. Anthony Volpe, 0 for 3. I think grounded like 2 double plays. Anthony Volpe, man. I thought he would be good. He's just average. Really, really average player. Austin Wells, 0 for 3. And DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 3. So, yeah, Yankees get shut out 4-0. Guardians get the win. So, this series evened up at 1 apiece. The rubber match tomorrow will be once again at 7 o'clock. See who's starting for tomorrow's game. For the series finale, it will be Slay Sassoni and Max Fried. Max Fried trying to have a bounce-back outing after that terrible one he had against the Dodgers. Slay Sassoni. See how he does here against the Yankees. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Peace.